How's it going, guys? My name is Alex, and welcome to a brand new video on Thursday. I'm sorry for a slight delay with the release of the video and of course for the conditions that I'm filming in. Unfortunately, we only get like 8 hours of electricity per day as a result of Russian kamikaze drones and missiles hitting residential areas and power plants. So it is what it is, but I hopefully will get some electricity later this evening and I will stream. I will maybe try my luck in this European Club Guardians pack. Now there is a PEPE, a brand new card. Pretty impressive stats, as you would expect, a destroyer with additional skills of Fortress and Long Reach Tackle. Mycon with Phenomenal Pass and Edge Crossing is alright. Now I think this is the card for his spell at Inter when they won the treble. Taxi for Mycon, by the way, and there is no additional dribbling skills on him, so you'd probably want to improve it if you like to dribble with your fullbacks. And a defensive fullback with Edged Crossing, which I don't think that this is necessarily great combo, but in terms of like the build, this is great. Like Barkhon gets build that reminiscent of Wan-Bissaka, the big time Wan-Bissaka, so he will be definitely a very solid player in defense. And then Mycon, attacking wise, he's alright, and PEPE is clear. He's fast, he has the physicality, he is great in defending. Maybe not clear, but you know what I'm talking about. The latest Cannavaro, Thuram of course rivaling him, but this pack, if you want a brand new card, PEPE of course was a player just last year for Porto, so you could have signed his Nominating contract card, but I think that this is an right pack to open. And there is obviously a new deal. Now this is interesting. This Joelinton is not that bad, but they ask 15,000 eFootball points, which are pretty useless. Some of you may have in 100,000s. I was using a lot to buy the trainers and the trainer tokens, and they are giving you 2 of them. Like this means that the player itself costs like 5, and then 2 trainers that cost 5 each as well. So for me on my console account, I don't really need this player, but I'm collecting kind of like collecting Newcastle players on my mobile account, and this Joelinton with the defensive build I think will suit him more. Is a pretty solid card. He's a bully in the middle of the park. I would probably be using him in my English events team. But speaking of the teams that you can improve, this is something that I need to play more to get the free chance deal, free nominating contract, you would say, right? But selection contract, that is. And that is the national team's players. And I already established that I will be signing Bernardo Silva on my console account just because of the visionary pass. Pretty pacey Bernardo Silva card. And now he has great dribbling and passing and finishing in 80 with my build. I feel like this is just great. He is gonna be my starter. Visionary pass is a skill that allows your players that are receiving the ball to trap it easier and to perform more lethal and clinical first-time finishes, which is great. Like he's providing the assist, your striker takes first-time shot, you score a goal. Aerial Fort for now, of course, he's a creative playmaker. Aerial Fort for build-up Marquinhos is alright. He gets 85 speed, all defensive numbers in mid-90s, and this is great. Edge Crossing, now this is a great pack for Liverpool supporters. Edge Crossing of Robertson is great just because he's not only good in, he's pretty pacey, not only good in providing the assist and crosses, but also defensively he's solid with the following build. And then Long Reach Tackle Henderson, I'm gonna be signing him because that would be the first player with a Long Reach Tackle for me ever, and this is a free-to-play player as well. Now with the build, like he's an anchorman of course, with the following build you're gonna be getting a pretty solid card. Like for a free-to-play account, this is a great deal from Konami, thank you very much. Now this pack, the highlight Brazil-England pack, I would just sign these cards just because maybe you don't have a Sevilla card or like Gordon card, just sign them for collection purposes, auto-allocate. I was building them close to auto-allocating, they're nothing special. Some of the nominating contracts we covered in the previous videos, I signed a few, I'm really happy about that. And then you have this selection, which is interesting because some of the cards are pretty dope. The problem is that it's 100 coins and it's just sheer luck. Now Mason Greenwood gets even a booster on top of his additional stats. Job Bellingham is alright, and Joao Neves is interesting. Diego Costa could be a good goalkeeper. Olivier Giroud, a collector's item. I am yet to sign a single Giroud card. And then Denis Zakaria as an anchorman, I think, as usually, he is pretty solid too. Now on Monday and Thursday next week, we're gonna be getting a lot of cards. Now some of them I already know the levels and I'm gonna be showing you the builds, but the Showtime that we're apparently getting on Monday is Sergio Busquets anchorman with phenomenal pass. Jordi Alba, offensive fullback with edge crossing, Thomas Müller with creative playmaker playstyle and phenomenal finishing, and Sonny with goal poacher and blitz killer plus acceleration burst skills. Now that Sonny is probably slightly better or about the same level in terms of stats compared to my Sonny. Now, my Sonny has been a reliable player. I've just scored a few blitz colors on my previous stream with him. Pretty solid card. Now, I wouldn't be buying opening that pack just because my Sonny is working all right for me. Just tight possession, maybe a little bit slacking. That Sonny has close to 90 balance with the build that I show you. Now, this Sonny is also like works perfectly well, and blitz color is just like sometimes skill not really reliable. But you've seen my team. That was a free-to-play team, and I don't really need any improvements. I mean, my team is great. I just need Konami to drop some new events. And there is another pack. Now, this time it will be Epic player, Platini with whole player playstyle and momentum dribbling plus visionary pass skill. Totti will be a creative playmaker with low screamer and phenomenal finishing, and we already know the levels. There's gonna be Rosicki, whole player with phenomenal pass. Totti with this build looks decent, and that is a very nice card. And the pack and Platini is just so smooth. Now that pack will be probably worth going for if you're saving coins and the pack that you see today isn't really what you want. The National Legends I covered in my previous videos. I did two. I did a tier list. I signed myself Park Ji-soon. I didn't sign anyone on console because I'm saving coins there, and I'm kind of saving coins over here on mobile already as well. I think that the idea is that they will be dropping some interesting packs starting closer to the Christmas period, maybe Black Friday. There will be coin deals, which I'm not really interested in that much because I'm only buying them if you want me to buy them, but I'm running mostly free-to-play account, and I'm doing the same on console too. It's a full free-to-play account there. Speaking of other packs, there is of course Player of the Week packs, Champions League 1 and regular Player of the Weeks. I'm gonna be taking a look at them at the end of the video as usual, and to get them you need to go to events. There are no new events, unfortunately. Konami is just kind of like just decided to give up on like creativity in terms of gameplay. I don't know. They promised us a big update. Now that update will be having an insane amount of changes. Now there's gonna be Christmas campaigns in the month of December. The update will be arriving after December 4th. Adjustments to the game's gameplay, interestingly. Update to some uniform kits and 30 faces added, and a return of the Treasure Link finally. And more players with hair physics and tattoos. All of that courtesy of Loki, who is updating our Discord server with this pieces of news for us. Now you may join the server if you want. The link is in the description. Now, speaking of the other things that there are, of course, in order to get, if you don't know that yet, in order to get the free Showtime, you need to complete this campaign. I didn't really play on mobile. I played on console, and I'm about to claim myself there a Bernardo Silva card. I'll be claiming Henderson later and making a full-fledged review once I get to test the cards myself. Now, speaking of the other contracts, let's take a look at the Player of the Week pack and call it a day, because I feel like something is gonna be running out of battery. Either my lighting, which is like, you can see that it's not really professional, or my phone, which I'm using as a mic, as you see. So yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures. Let's take a look at the Player of the Week for the Champions League. Mickey van de Ven is an interesting card. Now, with the booster activated, unfortunately the booster is not boosting his defending, which in my opinion is more important than just getting 93 speed. I would get away with 90 speed. He's great, he's pretty pacey. It's just like his defensive awareness only reaches 87 with 89 proficiency manager. Tackling is not really getting to 90. So in terms of like defending, I wouldn't be relying on him as a center back, but as you can see, his position as a left back is also activated. Means that you can play him with a defensive instruction as an attacker, a defensive fullback, defensive left back, that is. Pretty dope solution there. Alexis McAllister as a box-to-box card, very well all around. Yeah, pretty decent card all around. You just like speed. I would have preferred it a little bit higher. And then, of course, his balance and physicality is not really that impressive. But for box-to-box, that 87 balance is right. His additional skills are great, and unfortunately, not many skill moves. Phil Foden Now that he's scored in the Champions League, creative playmaker, can play in so many different positions. Great dribbling, finishing 87, passing 88, that's decent. And in terms of speed, he's almost getting 90, and his balance is pretty high too, 93. Now, double touches there's no soul control unfortunately, one touch pass through passing, all the passing skills, no first time shot, but there is long range curler and long range shooting. These are decent cards. Now, I wouldn't be probably spending coins on this, just because other players aren't really that impressive. Mikel Merino, who played as a striker there, is getting Fox in the box playstyle. He can still play as a center midfielder, which was one of his positions when he played in La Liga. Dribbling wise, he's actually pretty impressive. Now, finishing wise, 87 only. As a center forward, you would want to have at least 90. He has great defensive stats, that was trying to say, as a midfielder. Now, he'll be probably trying to retrieve the ball with him, and just like he's not pacey, man. He's not pacey, and physically wise, I would expect him to be a little bit more stronger. He has heading skill, some passing skills for attacker, and interception. Now, if you had trackback, that would have been like a complete package. Very interesting card there. Conor Gallagher, box-to-box card, solid all-around card, nothing special there. And then we have some cards that you probably wouldn't be really that interested in, and there's Bade as a center back. Let's see, who is the booster destroyer, is he good or not? Now, he's better than Van de Ven, he's pretty pacey. Now, this is a pretty usable card. If you get this Bade, you shouldn't be worried much. Dan Burn as a left back, scored like a interesting header, defensive fullback, has actually decent dribbling and passing, alright. And it just like, you see, defensive awareness is pretty low. Now, in this regard, I would be still playing Van de Ven over Dan Burn. Pace-wise, he has low acceleration, unfortunately, not really cutting in, and we have some fodder in Forbes and the cards of Con that I don't know if this is, in terms of goalkeeping, not really cutting it in today's day and age. So overall, the pack is alright. I won't be spending coins on him. And the regular player of the week pack. Now, Doku cooked Liverpool, beautiful scenes, you love to see it. He has a booster and a prolific winger with great dribbling stats and finishing. He's getting that boost. He's getting 84 finishing. 83 finishing with the manager boost. Passing is alright. It's just like he's pacing. 94, 95, and then balance wise he's 96, and he has special double touch, and he has unfortunately no one touch pass, but he has through passing and some shooting skills. Griezmann is getting a card deep playing forward. Now it's a nice card, it's just the downside, he is slow, but deep playing forward needs to have good passing, and he has decent passing. As a deep playing forward, it's the right card, has some nice skills. No one touch pass, unfortunately, here. Vitinha is getting one, defensive midfielder, orchestrator, great in terms of dribbling and passing, and defending wise, he is alright as well. He is pretty pacey too. Now, this is a nice card as an orchestrator, very nice card, and he has control, double touch plus soul control. Passing skills are there, trackback, interception, no man marking or sliding tackles or blockers, but it's still a nice card to have as well. Robert Lewandowski is getting one, a booster, goal poacher. The problem with Lewandowski cards is always that he is slow. He's getting actually 85 and 85 speed acceleration. Not too shabby for Lewandowski cards. I think only Showtime cards trump this one, and some nice skills. Now, Alejandro Garnacho, who scored goal, I think this was a game against Wolves. Now, whole player playstyle, the stats are great for dribbling. Passing wise, he's not really that good, and finishing he's even worse. I don't understand what Kalani is doing here, but dribbling and speed is there, and balance is there. He has double touch and passing skills. Actually, this is a decent card. You know what? Maybe one touch pass and through pass will rectify that. Swiller as a goalkeeper. Let's see, the stats are a little bit underwhelming over here. And we have DiMarco yet again getting a booster here. Now, passing wise, he's great. Dribbling wise, he's alright. Defending is decent. And then pace wise, he's alright. Now, this is an alright card. The balance is pretty low, but the double touch is there. There's passing skills. Actually, very nice card as well to have for your Italian team. And we have some footer here. Center back. Actually, an alright center back. You know what? Speed wise, he's not really that good. We got Till, goal poacher. Yeah, a little bit underwhelming. And then Doan from Eintracht. Dribbling wise is actually an alright card. Just like finishing wise, speed wise, I mean, it's an alright card. You know what? Double touch, flip flop, soul control, special double touch on this player. Passing skills, you know what? I changed my mind. This is actually a gem. Could be a gem in this pack. And Maza with the booster, whole player. the stats are right, the passing stats are right, finishing is there, pace-wise decent, and balance is also decent, and he doesn't have dribbling skills but has one-touch pass and through pass and trackback as well, which is something that I like on midfielders and even attackers. So this has been a brief review of the update. I'm gonna be probably streaming later tonight, so make sure to tune in. Thank you for bearing with me, and dropping a like on this video as well, that would be appreciated. I'll see you next one. Peace.